There is a miracle that can affirmations and consistent daily meditations and practice will bring him. People often either do absolutely nothing at all or start looking in search of a miraculous magic pill. This is healing, classical psychology, transactional analysis. Yes, that's probably how it was. I am the cause of everything, and I am the one who creates all the circumstances in my life. Which of these methods will be the most effective for you? People often confuse the concepts of practice and therapy. There is definitely no one around you except just yourself, and everything that happens is a reflection within you. Positive affirmations, meditations, theta healing, gestalt therapy, transactional analysis, breathing practices, ayahuasca, mushrooms. There are millions of tools available to open up your third eye, awaken yourself spiritually, and discover new dimensions of one's personality. And today I want to talk to you about various different tools and how they can help you, as well as expand your awareness and consciousness. Let's discuss today in detail which of these methods will be the most effective for you thoroughly. Now, I will take all the various practices and different therapies that are popular and well known in the spiritual awakening market. I will divide them into 3 parts by consciousness levels, 3D, 4D, 5D. And please, after I tell you about the methods, let me know what level of consciousness you are currently at and which methods you are using. So let's talk about the first initial level of 3D consciousness and the person who is at this level of consciousness. Here is the main distinguishing feature that sets it apart from others. A person feels deep inside that someone somewhere is greater, more powerful, and there is a miracle that will be brought to them eventually, and they need to perform some magical actions, rituals, or ceremonies for this to happen and come to fruition. For example, write a list of the desires that he has, the wishes that he wants, that he has. Or for example, you could go and practice breathing exercises and then perhaps take a moment and something unexpectedly might potentially happen to him. Or for example, meditate, close your eyes, relax, and start meditating on a specific amount of money coming into your life. This level of consciousness implies that somewhere someone is stronger than him and that someone will bring him benefits. This also includes various religions and belief systems, as well as an unconscious level of life, where a person often blames others for being the cause of their unhappiness and dissatisfaction. This also includes the fact that there are certain life circumstances that hold him back from achieving what he desires. At the level of 3D consciousness, people either do nothing at all and firmly believe that everything is indeed perfectly fine, blaming others for their troubles in their lives, or they start looking for a magic pill that will suddenly make their life incredibly and absolutely wonderful, and they will be very happy forever. The following practices and therapy methods are the 3D level of thinking. Affirmations. This is a vision board that serves as a comprehensive and detailed list of desires and aspirations, or a self-programming journal. This also includes gratitude journals and other approaches you use in various forms so that someone out there hears your heartfelt prayers and comes to help you make all your dreams and aspirations come true in reality. At the 4D level of consciousness, we slowly begin to pay attention to the fact that I am the cause of everything and I am the one who creates all circumstances in my life. We begin to attribute certain authorship to various events and occurrences, and here we are introduced to a variety of tools and techniques such as theta healing, classical psychology, transactional analysis, and various methods of classical therapy such as gestalt therapy, hypnotherapy, and past life regressions. All these tools, when we understand that, it means I am creating something in my life, and probably I am the cause of everything, serve as helpers for us at the level of 4D consciousness. And you gradually, slowly start to turn your attention inward when you begin to realize that, maybe perhaps I can actually change my reactions to events, and the people around me are not the main trigger for my problems. Well, let's move on to the 5D therapy method, which is a fascinating and comprehensive approach. As of today, I know of only one method that can encompass the level of consciousness available to us at the 5D level, and it is truly remarkable. At the 5D level of consciousness, you fully immerse yourself in the understanding that there is no one around you except yourself. And everything that happens in your life, from the relationships you have with your partners to the interactions you have with the people you work with on a daily basis, is all a direct reflection of who you are as a person. In other words, you are the sole creator of this fairy tale, this game called life, and you fully accept authorship for creating absolutely everything. I'm not even talking about the emotional components of your events right now. I'm even talking about which cup you drink from, the house you reside in, and the body you carry. For example, perhaps consider... In other words, you essentially become the creator of every single detail of your life. And for this awareness, for this expansion of consciousness, I currently use a meta session for this purpose. This is a method of quantum therapy based on the theory of quantum physics, where we completely step into the observer, from the observer, and look at the agreements of souls, at the strengths we chose to gain by going through certain trials in our lives. The method works amazingly well, and to this day I work exclusively with it. And it produces incredibly tremendous and very impressive results for both me and my clients. This is what I teach in my master course. It is often said that a meta session or a quantum therapy session can definitely replace years of psychology or years of work in classical therapy. And honestly, this is not just a figure of speech, because I have people coming to me who have been in therapy for 5 years, 7 years, but when they connect with me through this method in a meaningful way, I can't say that it completely devalues their journey, no, and I must emphasize that it does not. They have learned to think logically and to logically explain the causes and why things happened the way they did in their lives. But classical therapy and psychology, which is often overlooked, do not typically work with the sensory, childlike part. The paradox and conflict of classical therapy, which is a method of psychological treatment, is that you are trying to explain to your younger self, who may not understand, from an adult perspective, that things couldn't have been any different. This process involves introspection and the understanding of one's past experiences. But when we are little as children, we don't think, we don't carefully analyze, we don't reason things out logically, we only feel in our early years. And when we try to explain logically to a child, just try it for yourself, to a small 5-year-old, 3-year-old child, that it had to be this way, that it was important and couldn't have been any other way. And look at the reaction of that child. Will they listen to you and say, yes, maybe that's how it was? No. He will persistently continue to be emotional. Indeed, he will persist in experiencing emotions, and he will persistently disagree with the reality you are offering him. Whereas quantum therapy works specifically with not only the sensory part, but also encompasses both the spiritual part and the emotional part. Reaches conclusions not through logic, but in a way that truly and deeply through the soul level, which is much, much higher and closer to a child's perception than logic. If you are interested in how this method works and how it is applied, I need to spend a bit more detailed and comprehensive time with you. That's why I invite you to visit my Instagram, where almost every day I share client cases, analyze my own life using this method, and explain how cause and effect relationships work and how they are connected to the child part and how this influences today's reality. There you can see full analyses of everything, and you will find many interesting insights. Speaking so highly of 5D consciousness methods, I am by no means devaluing all the previous ones. And I similarly progressed gradually from self-programming journals, meditations, affirmations, then moved on to methods of 4D consciousness, and today I have reached the final point, which gives me a holistic and comprehensive view of the entire life situation and the circumstances in which my clients and I live. But I want you to share with me where you are at right now, what methods you are using, and which methods work specifically for you. I am really very interested in conducting some analysis, and please tell me about any methods I might not know about. Which specific method would be the most beneficial for you today? The main thing is to really focus on your own response. Where is your soul drawn to? What are you interested in learning, reading, studying? This will be the most important answer to your question. If, for example, you have just started writing gratitude journals today, would it be dangerous for you to go and dive into the depths of a metta session? No, it would not be dangerous. You might not fully understand some of the tools and resources that will be provided and made available there, but you will definitely take something valuable, beneficial, and useful for yourself that's guaranteed and assured. What defines us, perhaps, is not so much the method we use, but indeed the level of consciousness from which we can truly apply and unpack this method a bit more. Because only this determines how we see the method and how deeply we can immerse ourselves in it. Your main focus should be on gradually but surely going one step at a time towards your peaks in a consistent manner. And if you feel that a certain method has become too limiting for you, you can move on to the next tools. But the main thing is that your life, your peace, your relaxation, and your harmony and well-being and tranquility and calmness only increase through these methods. If you don't understand what 3D level consciousness, 4D level, and 5D consciousness are, I talked about this topic in more detail in the previous episode. You can find it here. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and stay active by engaging with our content regularly.